I always tell people traveling is one of the only things you can spend money on that makes you richer. And so I think it's important for everybody to travel. Now, with that being said, two excellent travel companions here. They're both from Tomtoc. These are the Navigator-T66 lightweight travel laptop backpacks. And they have a ton of organization, really unique construction and design that allows you to pack a ton of stuff into a small bag that allows you to travel basically to the point where you don't have to check a bag in the airport at all. You can just bring your carry-on. That's awesome. So what are we looking at here? Today I have for you two great bags that Tomtoc sent for me to review, and I've been testing them out and I really like them both. And spoiler alert, I really like the big one here. So this guy here is great. This is a 28-liter pack and this one is a 40-liter pack. So the way that they recommend it is if you're about under 5'9", go for the 28-liter if you're looking for proportionate size, and if you're above 5'9", go for the 40-liter. Now, this is perfect for like a 2 to 3 day trip, and this is perfect for a 3 to 5 day trip. And I have been able to pack a 3 to 5 day trip's worth of stuff in here, and we'll get into that. I'm going to show you guys all of the custom compartments and different design aspects of these bags. They're very unique, and if you're in the market for a travel backpack, this is a really good option. But let's try to figure out what size is right for you. The 28-liter pack here is a 17.7 inch tall by 11.8 inch wide by 7.87 inches deep. So this is a relatively compact bag, especially being able to fit 3 days worth of clothes in it. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on so you guys can see what it looks like on me. Now, I'm 6 feet tall and I'm 170 pounds, and this bag looks great on me actually. I have no issues with this backpack. I really like this for motorcycle riding. I know that when I'm going to spend a day or two overnight, I can pack all my stuff into this. I can throw a water bottle in here and all my essentials, and I don't have to worry about managing any of that. It's got a sternum strap on here. The shoulder pads are really, really comfortable, and we'll get into all that, but this bag works really, really good. Now, the larger bag here, which is the 40-liter backpack, this is 20.47 inches tall by 12.9 inches wide. It's basically 13 inches wide, and it's 9 inches deep. So it's taller, wider, and deeper, and you can see I packed this one out fully so you guys can kind of get a good sense of what is going on with this bag. Now, like I said, this bag fits me nicely, but I feel like the 40-liter bag is more proportionate to my body type. This one has super comfortable straps on it. And I'll show you guys the mesh padding, but this is pretty much loaded out. I've got my MacBook in here, my iPad in here, all the stuff I would need for traveling on an airplane in here. 3 sets of clothes, shoes, toiletries, everything that I would ever need is in this bag. And it fits so good on me. Now, the sternum strap here does fit me. It offers a good amount of adjustability, and you can move it up and down if you want. I tend to like it a little bit tighter on me, so I have it kind of set like this. If I'm hiking or doing something like I am motorcycle riding, I'm looking to stabilize this pack, and I'm going for the big one, which I don't usually carry. Sometimes I'll throw the sternum strap on. So again, it's 6 feet tall and 170 pounds. This is what this backpack looks like on me, fully packed out. So let's get into this here. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about what I carry when I travel, but also about what this thing can do for you. So starting with the outside of the pack, this is a combination material backpack. We have 400 denier ripstop material here, which is great for a couple of reasons. A, obviously for rip abrasion. It's got ripstop in the name, so it's kind of obvious, but also water resistance. Water will come right off this material. You don't really have to worry about it. The second material here is a 1680 denier bottom on it. They both have this particular bottom on them, and it's really durable. So if you're setting this bag down anywhere, it's gonna really help with kind of abrasion resistance and stuff like that. If you don't pack them out like crazy, the packs will stand up on their own. Even just kind of packed out, like it will stand up. So it's a good, solid travel companion. It's got a giant handle on it. I love these handles. You can see here, I have a different variety of items. I use this one here to hang the bag, and they do provide a handy loop that I will show you guys. And this one here, because this is like my everyday large cargo carry backpack for my motorcycle, but also use in the car. I have one of these quick clips here, and I go like this against the headrest, and it will hold the bag up, keep falling down. It's just a bag tip for you guys. There's going to be another honorable mention in this as well as far as gear is concerned, so stay tuned to the end of the video. So this is now my personal favorite as far as travel bags are concerned. Let's take a look at the 40-liter. I will highlight the differences in between the two as we're going along, but let's take a look at the 40 liter. So right off the rip, you'll see this comes in green. You can get these in green, black, and gray in different size configurations. I think black and green come in the 40 liter size, and I really like the green color. It sets it off really nice. It's a good, like, Master Chief green. So I'm a fan of this. So let's take a look here. We've got some minimal branding here right on the front, and as you can see, there is a zipper here with a nice zipper pull. Tomtoc did change these zipper pulls. These are YKK zippers. They do have some branding on the side of it. Pull that down, and it offers a look into what is our first pocket. This is going to be the front pocket. This is where I want to store all of my essentials that are a little bit larger that I'm going to want for traveling. So I do have their crossbody travel companion sling, which there is a review on this. I will link it down in the description below. I love the sling if I'm going to the airport and I have to go, my wallet, keys, everything that's important, my phone are in this, and I really like it for that reason. The second thing I want in here that was super easy is my passport and passport card. This typically will travel with me wherever I'm going, and I just like to keep it in this area. This front pocket is super handy for travel boarding passes. You could throw an iPad in here, anything that's large that you want access to. It goes pretty much all the way to the top here, and then all the way to the bottom, as well as the depth of this flap. So you get some real good real estate, like quick reach items in here. If you want to throw snacks in there, that's another one I've done. On the side here, you notice that this bag has 4 compression straps on it, 2 water bottle pockets. This is a 26 milliliter Yeti bottle. These are thick. These are real thick. I have huge hands, and this I can barely get my hand around this bottle. So the bottle pockets on these are massive. They're elasticized. They hold big bottles, and it has them on both sides, which I really like. And they didn't sacrifice any space here. They didn't sacrifice a carry handle on the side. None of that. So they really did a good job outfitting this backpack with 2 large water bottle pockets on the sides. Now, it also has these 4 clips here, and these are really nice. Basically how these work is they're like quick clips. So you can just undo them and pack out your bag, and then when you're ready to pack it and it needs to fit in that little compact metal thing that tells you what size carry-on you can bring in the airport, you just grab these, you grip it, and you're good to go. And it will cinch this bag down tight, and it'll make it smaller so that it turns into a carry-on size, which is really easy. Which means it's just a little bit of a cheat code. If you want to overpack your bag, you can always cinch it down on both sides and make this travel friendly. You don't have to pay for oversized luggage or check it or do anything like that. Now, on this one here, if you undo those clips, you actually get access to the main compartment. So there is a 270-degree zipper that goes down and around, and you saw how smooth that went around the tracks. Like, this 400D is such a lightweight performance fabric that sometimes if you don't design the bag right, it'll actually bunch up around the corners. This one I have no issues whatsoever with this zippering, and it's a great YKK zipper material. You need to do this right, and Tomtoc really nailed it here as far as I'm concerned. Nice large zipper pulls. Opening this up, you can see it's a large compartment on the inside here. I have a nice pair of shoes here that I like to wear if I'm going to go somewhere that's a little bit nicer. I also was able to fit 3 shirts in here. A reasonable material shirts, shout out to Ducati. Again, I'm a motorcycle guy. And there's also 3 pairs of pants in here, including a set of heavy-duty tactical pants that I might wear for something like a work convention. I also have a full and complete toiletry kit in here, and this thing is pretty thick, as well as all of my essentials for underwear and socks in a packing cube. So I have 3 full days worth of clothes in here. Now, granted, I would probably also have the shoes that I was wearing on my feet, as well as the pair of dress shoes that I packed. This is phenomenal. Now, if you'll notice, the bottom of this bag looks like a little rigid, and that is because there actually is a rigid panel inside this bag. They both have them, both the 40 and the 28. And this just tucks underneath here, and it keeps the bottom flat. So if you want to pack this thing out, you can do that. But if you want to fold this thing up, you can also do that. So it's great for stow and go backpack storage, as well as offering a little bit of structure. It makes accessing the bag, getting in and out of it a little bit easier. I really like the way that's done. So let's go ahead and zip up this front compartment here. and we'll go ahead and just reattach those compression straps. And we'll talk about other aspects of this bag that I really like. One of the things that I always look for in a travel backpack is a competent handle. Handles are one of the most underrated things. It's like buying a sports car with good seats, right? You always interface with the grab points or where your physical body is touching the product. So I always recommend that you get a bag with a really good handle. Now this handle's huge, and I like that because you can just grab this and go. You don't have to worry about it. It makes loading it into an overhead storage compartment by grabbing this one and this one super easy. You don't have to worry about being able to load this onto a suitcase or anything like that. And we'll talk about it. It does have an available trolley handle as well. I keep a little, they call these hero clips. And these are great because if you want to hang the bag on something, you can just depress this, flip this around, and now you have a hook with another hook on it that you can hang a bag pretty much anywhere. So if you're in a bathroom or something, and they even offer you a convenient dedicated hook on the back of this backpack that allows you to utilize a hook like that and not have to worry about it. Now, let's talk about travel, because one of the things that is big with travel is security. So what I really like about this bag is there's a dedicated YKK laptop compartment, and it has locking zippers on it, so you actually can lock this. And in my case, you know, with a $3,500 MacBook, like I would lock this particular thing so people can't steal my thing. This bag, the separate laptop compartment, actually fillets out and it gets a lot more interesting. So that main compartment actually has a second point of access. So you can actually take this, and you'll see the zippers here on either side, and all you have to do really is grab this, you just grip it and rip it, and you have access to that interior compartment, which is super handy because if you want to get into this quickly without taking off the compression straps, this offers you a way to do that. And then when you're done with it, all you have to do is just take the two zippers and run them right up. And again, because it's so smooth with the YKK zippers, I have no issues doing this. Good zipper pulls on here. Down here, there's another pocket. And this is just great for like little essentials that you might be using to carry. For me, I keep a whole host of things in here. I'll show you guys what they are. I keep my AirPods in here. I keep a 65-watt flat USB-C power brick in here, which is super handy. I keep a 6-foot anchor cable in here. And I also keep this, which is a flat folding, and I'll put a link in the description of this, triple charger for your iPhone, AirPods, and Apple Watch. And it folds up into this little tiny package, and this is fantastic for travel. I really enjoy that. The other thing that I keep in here is a laundry bag. So this is the other honorable mention. I will show you guys, I'll put a link down in the description below, but Tomtoc has so many compartments that it's nice to have a travel laundry bag to keep your clothes separated. If you're an avid traveler, this is super handy. It allows you to divide your clothes out. And obviously it offers you the utility of a waterproof bag if you're traveling with a bathing suit as well. If you're like me, I always like to find a nice hotel that has a pool, and I like to go there, so that allows me to keep my stuff dry. Now, that is not the end of the compartments for this thing. There's actually another hidden compartment up here. Both bags have them. Both the 28 liter and the 40 liter have them. And it's a large top of the bag size compartment. And in this particular one, this is great for phones, passports, boarding passes. But I already keep all that stuff in the front compartment. So for me, it's great for floss, Advil and Tums. I like to keep some cologne in here. It's one of those like lipstick style cologne dispensers that I really like. I also have in here Tums and hand sanitizer because everything on the plane is touched by everybody all the time. And I just like to stay clean. So this offers another great quick access pocket. So now we're at 2 quick access pockets. Now flipping this section over on the bag shows us where our laptop compartment is. So this is the laptop compartment. It is suspended off the ground, and it has a retention strap that has Velcro, which is a nice touch because you don't want to open this up upside down and have your stuff falling out. Let's go ahead and test this. You can see here that my iPad Pro and my MacBook are both securely in place because of this retention strap. Otherwise, if I open this, they're falling and I'm damaging my equipment, and it's expensive. So Tomtoc has done a good job at making sure that your stuff stays safe. And I always like to tell people that when you're buying a bag, you're really buying protection, you're buying convenience, you're buying storage, right? And you want your storage to be adequate for what you're carrying. So for me, this is very adequate for what I'm carrying here. I have in here an 11-inch M4 iPad Pro, and I also have a 14-inch MacBook Pro. Now, when it comes to these two bags, will they carry the same thing? Almost, but obviously the larger bag offers you a little bit more. So right off the rip, you can still carry a full 16-inch MacBook Pro and a 13-inch iPad in the 28-liter version, which is great. You can also carry up to a 17-inch MacBook in this, but also a 13-inch iPad Pro in this as well. So this offers you plenty of good storage capability for larger electronics. It's got the quick access panel with the YKK locking zippers, some storage for extra goods, as well as the quick access into the main compartment, all from this flip section right here. They both have this section, and I find it to be extremely well laid out. It's super intuitive to use. Let's go on to the back of the backpack, because backpacks really only are as good as they are comfortable, right? Let's talk about it. So the back of this backpack, they have a nice seatbelt webbing material on the front of these. And what this does is it allows this to move up and down in order for you to change the height of the sternum strap, which is super important. The second thing I wanted to talk about again was that little loop on the back here. I really like this little loop. They both have them, and I'm very fond of this because it allows you to kind of utilize this bag while it's hanging. And as somebody who lives out of bags, that's big for me. The shoulder straps, they're comfortable. They're more than adequate. They have like a 1/2 inch worth of padding, and it's not like that dense closed cell foam padding, but it is super nice. It does have a lot of aeration on the back of it, so you're not going to be sweating as much in this, which I prefer. It has a quad pad setup on the back to allow for both vertical and lateral breathability, which is nice. I didn't find that I was carrying this for so long that it wouldn't keep me from, I would be sweating. But again, the only time I carried it in the heat was on a motorcycle, and I had a jacket on, so I wasn't too worried about the breathability of this. Also, when it comes to travel, one of the things you want to look out for is a bag with a trolley handle. So a trolley handle is basically a handle that allows you to slip a piece of fabric over the handle of a rolling suitcase. So in our test, it would look like this. We'd have a rolling suitcase basically with a trolley handle on it, and you'd slide it over this piece right here. Now, a lot of bags don't offer you the ability to have a handle on the back. However, this one does. So there is a handle on this bag that is designed for slipping it over a trolley handle like this. And the nice thing about this is they gave us extra material, and I'll show you guys what I mean. There is enough material for this to go over the trolley handle, but still have the straps underneath, which means you don't have, it's very clean. There's no hanging anything. It will stay on there when you're rolling it around, which is really nice, because when you have it the other way around, you have these large straps kind of hanging, flopping around. You're trying to grab it. It's just messy, and I don't like it because I'm a bag perfectionist. So I think Tomtoc really nailed this. We're talking $80 and $95 for a great bag that's waterproof, has YKK locking zippers, it has compression straps on it, bottoms with 680 denier ballistic nylon for heavy wear. The ripstop is going to last you a long time, comes in multiple colors, has a separate compartment for your laptop that locks, that allows you secondary access, as well as having, you know, storage retention for your iPad and your laptop, and even an extra pocket there. It's got 2 quick reach pockets on the front. Tomtoc basically knocked it out of the park with this one, and I'm super hard to impress. I often look at bags and test bags from very high-end companies, and I end up not making reviews for those companies because I'm not excited to bring you guys the bags. I want to bring you guys the good bags. Now, if you guys are looking for bag reviews where I highlight the negatives of certain bags, I can definitely do that for you. But as far as these are concerned, these are fantastic. So if you guys have any questions, check the description below. I'll put links down there for some of the gear and any highlighted links. Disclaimer, I do work with Tomtoc. Tomtoc gave me these bags. They sent them over for review. They did not ask me to say anything in these videos. I It's very important to have a good reputation to me as far as recommendations are concerned, because you guys are spending your hard-earned money on these things, and you're relying on these products in order to have your travel goods safely, you know, managed. I wouldn't want to steer you in the wrong case and have a expensive piece of equipment get damaged, or something, you know, a zipper to break or whatever. So I try to bring you guys the best of the best. I think Tomtoc right now, with their excellent warranty, they have a wonderful knack for design and innovation, as well as affordability. Bang for the buck. Probably some of the best travel bags I've seen lately. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them down in the links below. Again, go and look for this. This is the crossbody strap one. I really like this particular one. Until next time, stay classy, and I challenge you guys to go out and see the world. Go travel.